So I thought I'd do a quick little video on my new hunting slingshot, which is the Hathcock target sniper, designed by Bill Hayes, and this one's made of aluminium. It's made by Milborough Pro in the UK. I've had it 2 days now and I've done a few shots with it, and so far I'm preferring over the top rather than through the forks, which is pretty much how I've shot every slingshot. I've tried through the forks with this slingshot when I first got it and accuracy wasn't very good, but I'm getting excellent accuracy with this now. And I thought I would do a comparison between my new hunting slingshot versus my old slingshot, which is my Yorgsprov designed Howitzer, which is also made by Milborough Pro in the UK, but designed by Yorgsprov. So I thought I would do a little Germany versus America sort of thing going on. So the only real difference between the two is this one has 40-pound draw. Sorry, it's not 40, it's 35-pound draw bands and a large pouch, and the Hathcock has 25-pound draw bands and just a small pouch, which I'm only mentioning because I think that might affect accuracy a little bit. I'm not expert on slingshots, I just hunt with them and do a little bit of target shooting with them. But I prefer the larger bands on the Howitzer because I can grip arrows with it if I want to shoot arrows with the Howitzer instead of balls, which obviously I don't hunt with arrows because that's illegal where I live, but as far as target shooting goes, I can shoot arrows with it if I want to, which I can't do with the hand Howitzer. But I've got an idea to adapt this to shoot arrows, which I'm going to show in a few seconds. But anyway, I'll get on to the little accuracy thing. So I've done 10 shots from each. I've done aiming shots, and I've done instinctive shots, and I've done 5 of each for each slingshot. So I'll start off with the Hathcock. These are the aimed shots. The shots were fired with 9mm steel, or 9.5mm steel, and the distance was 30 feet. So, where's the Zippo lighter for a size reference? So I think that's really good. Really, I've got no doubts that I can hunt with that out to 30 feet at least. Obviously with lead, which I always shoot with, I always use 9mm as a target round because I don't like, well, not a round, obviously it's not a bullet and whatnot. Anyway, I'm babbling on. It's what I use for target shooting. What I use for hunting is 14mm lead, so obviously I'm going to get slightly different accuracy with it. Why did I hit the camera out of my hand? That's 30 feet with 9mm steel. And that's a Zippo for comparison. That's the same distance with the same 9.5mm steel, and that is instinctive shooting. So it's okay, I've sort of got a little circle going on there. I was aiming directly for this, but I think it's obvious I'm going to be aiming when I go hunting. I'm not going to do any instinctive shooting with that. Here's the hand Howitzer. That's aiming. I've pretty much got a 4-hole group right here in one flyer, but that's amazing, I think. And instinctive shooting with the hand Howitzer, I got that. But that's because I think I've been shooting with the hand Howitzer for over a year now and I'm more used to this than that. And these groups were the very first time I ever shot the Hathcock, so I think I can get a hell of a lot closer grouping with the Hathcock with practice. But yeah, that's instinctive with the Howitzer. I think it's down to the forks as well. Like I say, it's the first ever time I've fired the Hathcock in this style of slingshot. And obviously the styles are a hell of a lot different. You've got wide low forks, and you've got wide high forks. and I think that might affect the accuracy as well. There's also the handhold style. I'm used to this sort of grip and always shoot like that at a 45-degree angle, whereas with this I've pretty much just got it like that at that sort of angle. Can't remember what that angle is. Anyway, I'll call it full gangster grip and semi-gangster for the hand howitzer. Anyway, as far as adapting this to fire arrows, the only thing I can think of, I drew it on the back of one of these. It's always the last one I look at, guaranteed. So what I would do is I would take some plywood and I would trace the Hathcock on the plywood, and I would cut it out of this shape. And what I would do is I would cut out the fork like this and cut off this fork. So I've just got this area here in the plywood, and when I put them together I've got an arrow rest perfectly centre and level with the forks, which would make perfect accuracy firing arrows. And obviously I wouldn't glue this to the slingshot, because I would trace this out and I would hold it like this, and I would just have this bit here for the arrow rest. I would just grip it, so it look like that, gripping it. Haven't got a tripod, sorry about that. And I would just hold it in with my hands. That way if I want to fire balls, all I need to do is just release my hand and put that in my pocket, and then I can fire balls. So that's my little idea, which I'm going to do for firing arrows with the Hathcock. I think it's a pretty cool idea. Well, I came up with it, so obviously I think it's a pretty good idea. This is very easy to adapt to fire slingshots, because all I would do is I would stick a stick down here. That's the reason why the bicycle in a tube is there, and I would just stick it straight up, and then I would have a forked stick directly level with this, and I've had excellent accuracy with that firing arrows, so that's very simple to do. Obviously this is going to be a bit harder, I cannot just use a forked stick. But that's my little idea for firing arrows with this, and that's my new hunting slingshot. I'm really impressed with it, and I really like it, and the only thing I'm going to do to it besides make the arrow rest for it is I'm going to coat it in the camouflage tape that I've got the hand howitzer in, as soon as I find the camouflage tape. And then I think it's going to be the perfect hunting slingshot. A little bit more practice, I think I can do a hell of a lot better, well, a lot better than that anyway, aiming. And probably a bit better than that instinctive. So yeah, that's my little accuracy test between the hand howitzer and the Hathcock. At the minute I'm still preferring the howitzer, just because I can easily convert that to fire arrows, and I'm obviously a lot more accurate with that. But obviously times are going to change. So yeah, that's my little video on the two. Hope you liked it, thanks for watching.